This video is to show how to populate the categories section of the website. The categories section, it looks for pages within a certain area. If we look in the admin area here, under pages, we can see there's a categories page holder here. Any pages that are created under here will appear under here. I'll just demonstrate that by creating a dummy page. If I right click on categories and click create page, then I can just put a fake page in and call it fake page. Just save that and have a look at the front end. You see there's a page in there called fake. Now what we want to do is populate this with categories. Let's say we want to talk about runners. We want to put runners in here. I already have sports accessories and things up here. So actually, sports accessories is already appearing here underneath shopping. Not shopping, under top. But you can also have it under categories as well. You can have the same page in multiple places if you want. So I could put another page under here called sports accessories. In fact, I'll just change this fake to sports accessories. So if I just change that type to products and change this title to sports accessories, update that page, we can see now we have a kind of a form for products, and we want to see the products that are within a specified category, and that category would be what was it again? Sports accessories. Sports accessories would be there, and we want to see the products in this and also within the contained categories. So this will show all products. Otherwise, I'll show you the difference. If I set to show products specifically in this product in this category and click save, we'll see what happens. Should I not save that name? Forgot to rename it. Sports accessories. Okay. Try again. There we go. Sports accessories. Click on that, and all we see is the 4 contained categories. Now that doesn't look all that great. It would be looked a lot better if the products themselves appeared here as well. So in the admin area, we change this so that it shows the products in this and its contained categories. I'll click save. There we go. So that has a look through all of the categories and picks out all the different products and displays the top. Well, actually, at the moment it's showing all of them, but we can limit that to, let's say, 8 instead of, it's showing 11 at the moment. That's how many products we have in there. Products per page. If I change that to 8, and we can change it so that it's ordering by, let's say, ordering by the price. Page. Now you can see there are 8 products here, and there's a next button, and that shows the next. I've started with 8, yeah, on the same page top. So just switching to there. Okay, alright, that doesn't matter. I'll get that fixed. Okay, now, the main thing that we wanted to do here was to show how to create new categories. Let's say you want to do runners and show runners in here. So what we need to do now is go into products, categories, and add in a new category called runners. And inside runners, we want to see the products that are not in this category yet, and just add in those that we want. So show them all, and that lists all of the category, all of the products that are on your system at the moment. So what I'll do is just go through all of that and click any runners that I see. The GT1000, I think that's a runner. And Jelgan 10 and Patriot. Any others? There. Find them all now. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you make a mistake like that, you can always just click them again here to put them down. So, is that a runner? I think so. Now, one of the reasons I'm clicking so many is I want to talk about what to do when there are too many. I don't think that's a runner. I'm not sure. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Okay, now we have a category called runners, which has lots of stuff in it. So that won't appear yet because we haven't told it where to appear. What we want to do is tell it to appear under categories. So again, we'll go back to pages and we'll create a page underneath categories and we'll call it runners. And from here we can do a shortcut and just call it products. Okay, now we want to show products from a specific category, and that category is runners. And again, we're going to show 8 products per page, and I'll explain these now in just a moment. So now we have the page runners appearing under here. If I click on there, you can see we have 8 runners, and if I click next, you can see there are 8 more, and 8 more, and even more, and more. Now, one problem that large shops have, I have a problem with another shop that I have which has more than 200,000 products. The problem is that people will search the first 2 or 3 pages and then they'll stop looking. So it's best to actually subcategorize. If you've got too many products in one section, it's best to try and subcategorize them. So looking through here, I can see that there's a difference between, let's say, these which have studs on the bottom, and these which are built for, let's say, track. So what we can do is add on, we'll just change this name from runners to shoes first, just to make it more sensible. So under categories, we've got runners at the moment. I'm just going to change this to, let's say, footwear. And in products categories, we'll change it there as well from runners to footwear. And what we're going to do now is add a subcategory. So I'll add another category and I'll call this football. Or, no, you're in more true. We'll call it GAA then. I don't really know what you call them, studded shoes or something like that. GAA, I'm going to call it. And I'll put that underneath footwear. And we'll call another one trainers. I'll bring that underneath footwear. And you'll know them just by the name, but I have to look. Umbro Turismo SG. So I guess the SG has something to do with that. SG. Where are we? There, stick that into there. I'm sure there was more, but there's one there. And Universal Adidas. Now, if you can't find something that you're looking for, you can always use this filter. So, just like that, just type what you want, and as soon as you get out of the field, it'll bring up the things that you're looking for. So I was looking for the Puma was it? Puma Universal, which is there. And there was an Adidas F5, which is there. Okay, and let's clear it so we can see them all again. Where are we going? Yeah, it's because we're still in this page called Runners, which doesn't exist anymore. We'll just go back to home. We're changing things, so I'll just fix that up again. Click into categories, footwear. Sometimes, I haven't tracked this down yet, but sometimes the page might be hidden if we start messing around with it too much. So if I click on privacy here, not in miscellaneous, just untick this, does not appear in navigation. This is a good trick if you want to have, if you're not ready yet to have a page visible, you can just tick this and save it, and it won't appear in the navigation. So now it should be fine. Get back here to home, and we have footwear. Going into footwear now. Now, I really want to actually have GAA and trainers appearing underneath this as a drop down. So what I'll do is in the footwear page again, scroll down a bit here and show subcategories in menu. Change that to yes. So now, reload the page there. Now we have as a drop down. So if I can go to JA or trainers, just immediately from the menu. Click into there, and we can see we've got those. So in order to know what you haven't yet moved, you might want to. No, actually, that's fine. Just leave it the way it is. Okay. Another thing to look out for here is the title of the page. See here, we've got this is based on the domain name. I've got KV22299. That's a temporary domain name. When that's updated to your own site, it'll be lockmansports.com, whatever, footwear. Now, if I click into here, into GAA, you can see the title hasn't changed. That's because we're actually still in the same page. It's just a kind of a trick. It's tricked into showing different things. So what we can do is, in the admin area, where there are multiple products being shown, we can override the page title. And it gives you an example here of category name, so I'm going to type that in there. Category name. And now you can see the category is after, the page name is now called after category, and the category it's in is footwear GAA, because it's a GAA underneath footwear. And that'll make sense to Google. It's good for Google, because Google likes unique content. Now, if I click specifically into something, let's say the Puma Universal, you can see that the title changed again, back to what it was. Actually, it's under Legend Sportswear, because the product itself is actually visible in a number of different places. If you look under here, you'll find it under footwear as well. According to Google complaints, if you have the same product information in multiple places around your site, it thinks that you're copying. So we have specific places for every product, which are automatically determined. So when I clicked into that shoe, it actually brought me to the place where the system taught, the first place where we actually had it set, which is Legends footwear, men's football boots, etc. Now, so what we're going to do is, in the case where we come across, in the case where we're displaying a single product, we want the title to be changed to the name of that product. So that was in top Legend Sportswear, and I'm going to do exactly the same as I did last time there. but this time in single product view, I'll add in name, and that overrides the title for single products. Now the reason I did it there is because that's that page there. If I click back there again, Legend Sportswear inside top is where it brought me to. So Legend Sportswear inside top. Now after changing the product, the title of the page, and you can see it's called Puma Universal now. So the page title, the page is actually named after the shoe now, and Google likes that. Google likes different page titles, especially if you're running a search for Puma Universal, you're more likely to hit it if it's in the title of the page. So that's one of the reasons we do this. So we've got sports accessories here on the left, and footwear, and see sports accessories as well. Actually, this, I don't really think that's very necessary. It just covers it up really, so I'll just leave it. I'm going to take that out. When people get to this page, they'll feel tempted, because the categories are right at the top. They feel tempted to click in, so I'll just undo that. So under footwear, I'm going to get rid of that. Doesn't look all that great. So footwear, get rid of the subcategories. Okay, it's better. Now, where you have lots and lots of products, again, as I said, people don't like to click next, 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 and infinitum. So what you should do is find the large categories, any categories that have too many products in them, and create subcategories of them and move them into there. So how do we do that? Easily. In the admin area, if we go back into products, categories, and instead of searching through these to find the largest ones, we're going to click on categories list here, and that tells us immediately what has the most products in it. That one is footwear, which we did. That's the one that we just did a moment ago. So go back into categories trays, click into there, and that's 34 items. So again, we're going to break that down a bit. Let's say people are going to go specifically by the brand name instead of the type. No, we won't do that. You could do that. You could go specifically for ASICS or specifically for Adidas. In fact, you could create another category here for that. Actually, that's another trick we can do here. Add category, Adidas. And in here, I'm just going to write in the word Adidas under this products not in category. So I'm going to filter it by that and then show them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just click all that. And then we'll add another one, which is, let's say, Puma. And again, we'll do the same. Puma. Show all these products. And instead of clicking one after the other, you could just click add all. And I'm going to add them in to categories. You could create a page here called brands if you want, and put them all underneath it. Actually, that makes sense. That really makes sense. So we'll just add in a page called brands, and I'm going to call it, it's going to be product type. Sorry, I meant that Puma there. Okay, and I'll go back here into categories and create a top level category called brands, and I'm going to drag in Puma and Adidas directly into there. You can reorder things if you want. Now back into pages, under categories, and we're going to change brands so that it's showing from a specific category, and that one would be brands. And again, we'll do the same. Show 8 products per page. Category name. Order by price, because people like to go by. Start off with the cheapest. Show. You can change that if you want. There are different things you can sort by. Let's see, show subcategories, no. This actually has to do with this. If you don't want these to appear, there's no reason why you wouldn't want that. You need that for navigation. But if you didn't want them appearing there, you could turn them off here. Now, update page. So now on the left side, we have brands. And inside that, it's just showing the branded things. So we've got Adidas and Puma. If somebody's interested in just the Puma stuff, they just click into Puma. And there you go, we see all the Puma stuff. And you could subcategorize if there are too many. Like 2 pages is fine, you know, but if it starts getting to 3 or 4, then you want to break that down. So yeah, that's what we were doing. Back in products categories, under footwear, we'll just break this down a bit further. And so I'll leave that to you. I'm sure you can tell the, you know, the studded stuff and the non-studded stuff. But another thing as well, if you could find the most common words in here. Click on common words. That shows you ASICS is mentioned 11 times, gel 9 times. So with ASICS as a brand name, you can just ignore that, I think, in this case. And with gel, you could put in gel shoes. You could create a subcategory for gel and stick 9 items in that. Or you could break it down in whatever way you want. I wouldn't recommend having categories with only 1 or 2 items. Just make sure that there are maybe 2 pages in each category. As you know, that's the people are willing to scroll through 2 pages, but you know, anything beyond that, they just get a bit weird and they just go away. In most cases, people coming to your website will actually come from a search engine, so they will be directed to the right page anyway. So I'll leave that to you now to organize this category section whatever way you want. Okay, I hope that was clear. Thank you. Bye.